Shalom Chavrim, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Guys, we have breaking news. Russia is moving in an aircraft carrier into the Mediterranean. There's a lot of tensions between the United States and Russia. I know President Putin has been trying to avoid a war and to see a global war break out. But you know what, guys? When you really look at this and the whole scenario here, it is not something that I mean, we're already in a war. We're already in a global war. I mean, it's really, if we say that we're not in a global war already, if it's not World War III already, then we are sadly fooling ourselves. We are definitely, World War III must have already have started without question. The only difference is it's a proxy war. The United States and Russia, they've been fighting now for quite some time. Ukraine, and now Syria, but the ante is only getting higher. We see the U.S. and the Russian forces both using their air forces to bolster the other side there. The United States, Obama, President of the United States, I personally think he's more like a regime than he is a president. And that only time will tell about that, because I'm sure once Obama declares martial law in the United States, then we'll really know that Obama is no longer a president, but he is a dictator. It's just very concerning to me, the things that are going on. The U.S.-backed coalition has bombed the Syrian government, as we already know, killing 62. Now it's being blamed on Russia or Syria, one or the other, that they actually bombed the convoys there. Now, I don't know. I'm not here to protect one side or the other. I'm only here to report the facts. As far as I know, there is no evidence that supports that Russia or Syria bombed it. Russia has already showed evidence that it was never attacked from the air. It was actually attacked from the ground. And in that case, no doubt, U.S.-backed rebels, ISIS, militants, whoever the U.S. has over there they're trying to topple Bashar al-Assad with, probably did it themselves. They didn't take it all out because they want a little bit of the aid for themselves, but they probably did it themselves to make Syria look bad once again, only to justify the war and to bring it to the U.S. media, get the corporate media of the United States to go brainwash the Americans once again that Bashar al-Assad is the most evilest guy on planet Earth. It just really makes me sick. It really does, guys. And then on top of that, John Kerry having the audacity to say to the Syrian government that they should not be permitted to fly over their own country. I mean, John Kerry, are you really serious? Come on. You're supposed to be Secretary of State, and I'm beginning to wonder how shallow thinking that can be, to sit there and try to tell a sovereign nation, the president of a sovereign nation, that they're not allowed to fly over the areas where the forces that are trying to topple their government are based. That lets me know that the U.S., no doubt, it wasn't a mistake. It was intentional that they attacked the Syrian forces there. And the reason being was because those forces in eastern Syria were protecting the air base of the Syrian government. And the U.S. would love to stop the flies of the Syrian army because they're effective and they're taking out these evil groups that the United States Obama administration is backing, not the U.S. people. God bless the people of America. And I pray that Donald Trump gets into office and God has more brains than Obama, and definitely by far than Hillary Clinton. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live.